Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and start record. So let me start the deal. Alright, so here we go. This is the final match with EpikGaming versus Team Solomid. And the winner of this game is going to be the #1 seed for the North American DreamHack qualifiers. And at this point, Team Solomid has actually already won one game, and so if this one is won, they will be that place, and then EG only asked, they actually will only, what was I saying? I just forgot what I was saying.
I'm Keely, the co-caster of this, coming in to rescue Colby G's here. If Solomid wins this game, they will officially be the #1 seed for the DreamHack tournament, forcing EG into the second place. However, EG only has to beat Solomid one game, which could be this game as well. So this game is going to be the deciding game. That's really going to make a decision. Who's going to be #1 seed? Will it be EG defending their title, so to say, as they kind of breezed through that those brackets yesterday, or is it going to be Solomid?
Yeah.
We'll find out.
There you go. I completely lost my train of thought. I was like in Super Meat Boy mode there, and I was like, oh my god, mine is screwed at this point. So here we go, going to go up, and so last game, Solomid actually were able to pick off first blood on, I think Reginald got first blood? No, it's Jenna, right? But they did stop, yeah, and they had Nocturne, so Solomid actually had Nocturne, and they had Nocturne take the blue buff from the, who was their jungler? I don't know, it doesn't matter. But they did take it from, oh, it was Maokai, which is weird, by the way. And this time, though, I think that both teams have a little bit stronger team comps. We're going to trade out Maokai for a Nocturne and a Garen. And then on Solomid, we're going to see some The Odd One playing Nunu, which as this point in time is quite famous, I'd say, being that The Odd One is probably the best jungler. He's also known as Tarzan.
Because of how he owns that jungle.
He's king of the jungle. Something like that.
So we do have, I'm actually excited to see the lanes here. I think as far as lanes go, we're going to see Reginald looks like he's going to take on Malzahar there mid. We're talking about Annie is probably going to go mid to face him. We're going to see Caitlyn top. It looks like a little bit of roaming Alistar. Jarvan's going to be holding down our bottom lane there for EG. We're going to see Vayne go top for Solomid, and I think Garen and Tarek bottom, as we got to see them in that game against, I believe, Rock Solid the other night. Yep, where they Doublelift did disconnect, but he was able to come back, and they were able to push to victory. Push to victory!
Alright, so there we go, Vayne up top, gonna try and take that top just due to the fact that you can push people. Actually, I think Vayne's stronger in the middle, because you can push people into the very edge corners of the middle area, whereas out top you can only push them into the left wall. And oh, look at this! Alistar is actually going to go sneak up into that bush and look for an early level 1 gank upon the Westeros playing Vayne here, and Vayne is so super squishy as well. She's only got 4 bars of HP, and Vayne is so strong at level 1, and actually Vayne is a pretty good champion against Caitlyn is a good champion against Vayne. And here we go, Alistar actually moving up into that bush, and here it is. Here's the gank going down. He's going to go ahead and knock him up, and there's the flash, pushing him up in the air. Chaos going to flash in as well, doing lots of damage. Now he's exhausted, and Westeros is going to go down. Chaos getting first blood, definitely going to be a huge advantage for Chaos, because now he's going to be able to push these creeps and cause him to lose that advantage there as far as this creep farm is concerned. If Chaos can push this really quickly, that tower will be able to pick it up. But oh no, never mind. Looks like the Nocturne's going to come in here and just kind of leech off of this for now.
And he's going to come up and just kind of push this lane so that experience isn't wasted. That's pretty well played, a standard play from the jungler to swing up and leech as much experience as he can where it's free. He just doesn't want that to be wasted, but he does want to make sure to get out of there before Vayne gets back to lane so that Vayne doesn't lose any experience.
You know what's hilarious? He's just waiting around. He's going to do this once again.
Exactly. Alistar is just going to hang out, and I was just about to point that out. Ooh. He's still there in the area.
He does catch Nocturne there.
Yep, Nocturne has intercepted this Alistar, and looks like there's going to be a little bit juggling. Malzahar's coming up from mid, but it looks like they both kind of backed off, so I don't see
very smart. Yeah.
that going anywhere. Yep.
So here we go, and now Chaos is probably going to be able to literally just zone out this Vayne with her long range and her
do have a gank going down mid, though, on this Malzahar. Nocturne has swung in. He's pushed him up. Looks like Malzahar used his flash to get away. We did see his icon jump there a little bit.
Yes, so really good job there of watching those red dots. It's like watching Pogs play, you know?
Yeah, exactly. So it does look like he was able just to swing back around that turret, get back. I don't think they got too much harass on him, or else he would try to back. It looks like they're going to come in maybe for another pass here. Nocturne's going to hit him with his spear.
Oh, lots of damage going down. That spear's going to probably take him out, and Sauce is able to get the kill on Reginald. Now Dandin needs to run away from the odd one. He pops his shield maybe a little bit prematurely. It doesn't really matter, though. There we go. He is going to make it out just fine. So 1-1 as far as the kills are concerned. I'm actually, though, more concerned about if the Chaos here is gonna be able to zone out Vayne or not, and it doesn't look like it's necessarily going to happen. She is level 3 as well. I don't know how the farm's going. I haven't seen the farm yet. But by the way, you guys do need to take a shot for the action being missed there in mid.
Yeah, that's true. That is for the freak drinking game. There was some action mid. That was a gank and a team fight, which requires 3 drinks. So throw it down. I've got my water here, and I have going to take my 3 gulps.
So here we go. Looks like Westwise is once again getting ganked by X-Special. X-Special doing a really good job of playing roaming Alistar this time. And I think Westwise might be able to get away. I don't believe that they have any summoners to flash in and knock him up. So that will force him back, but giving Chaos a little bit more advantage in lane. And I have to say that after seeing the terrible performance that X-Special did, he's really making up for it this game. And that, you know, the perfect thing for Alistar to roam against is a squishy carry such as that Vayne. And you're kind of seeing that now at this point.
And he's really throwing down. He's really put some pressure on her. She just can't go into lane because he just won't leave her alone. So you see her now. She's kind of hanging back at that tower. She's probably going to back and pick up some items while she can. Yep, that's exactly what she did.
Garen's doing really well on farm. Good gosh. At 40 CS, he's the highest in the game. And even Malzahar is only 28. Caitlyn at just 30 as well. So goodness. It seems like Garen's literally just getting free farm. But he is going to get ganked down bottom. And here comes the Alistar.
There is some gank down there bottom. And I wish that we would be able to see what's going on. But Alistar is going to come up. Let's see if he can get the knock up.
Probably going to knock him into the wall right there. Yeah, it looks like he did knock him into the wall. He's probably going to knock him up as well. And Jarvan's probably going to put some damage on him. I think he might be able to get away. I can't really tell. I don't see the health. I'm going to look on the left side. He's actually got kind of high health if you look at the left side. I don't know if that's actually updated or not. But yeah, he does make it out of there pretty safely. So Garen is kind of hard to gank, by the way.
Yes, he is. He's very fast, and like that spin kind of acts as a cleanse for those slows, so he's able to kind of get away from that. He did back, so I'm guessing that they put quite a substantial amount of damage on him that he felt it necessary to back as Garen. He's probably going to just pick up some items, maybe a ward. Well, it looks like Tarek has thrown down a ward there for him. So he'll just return to lane now with a little bit of item buffer, and we'll go from there. And again, that was another missed gank and team fight, so for those of you in the freak drinking game, that is 3 more drinks.
Yeah, you guys are going to get real drunk tonight, so too bad for you. Anyhow, Westwise now under half HP, and he's very dangerous. Chaos has his ultimate. If Westwise is not careful, he's going to get shot one time ultimate, and he's done. And you know that Chaos can do around 250 plus his bonus AD and his ultimate. Oh, there we go. His actually has a healing potion, so he's going to be a little bit safer at this point. But if he takes a little bit more harass, that could be bad. Once he hits 6, though, it's possible that if he gets Chaos down or somebody tries to help gank, he could get some help there. But Nocturne is actually just going to wait until he's level 6 before the gank, whereas Team Solomid has a lot of roaming ganks action going on with not only Nunu running around, but the Alistar as well. So lots of pressure on those lanes. And the Rainman's doing really well. He's level 6 now is also. I doubt that he's got near the farm that Double Lift has, because Double Lift and Dyrus, man, that's just such a good lane combination. It's going to be very difficult for him to actually get any good farm into the game.
It does look like they're putting a gank prep here up on Annie. They do have 2 people there ready for this gank on Annie if she decides to come out in the lane and maybe engage on Reginald. It doesn't look like she is. It looks like Salsa is playing pretty conservatively here, which is wise knowing the situation.
I think she may know. You see how she's hugging the top left? I feel like she knows that there's probably something. Oh, here it comes. They're going to come in on this, but we're going to watch the jungle instead. And now there we go. The Salsa does get flashed in on, and she is going to go down. Very good job there by X-Special and the other one, able to kind of flash in. I think that the X-Special's flash was up, so he was able to get in there and kind of knock her into the wall and then push her into the air. And that's all they really needed. Reginald popping down his ultimate, I'm pretty sure, and that takes him out. And he didn't even have time to pop down her tibbers or anything. Look at that. So Chaos is just harassing with his ultimate. I guess he decided to use it just to kind of keep Westeros a little bit low. And it's going to kind of harm him if he wants to pick up a kill later, but I guess he's just trying to keep that lane advantage. But the Team Solomid here is doing a really good job. Not only are they up 2 kills, but they just picked up a dragon. And I feel like Chaos is probably out farming as well. Now, I know the Double Lift has the bottom lane advantage due to the fact that he has a Taric in his lane with him. But other than that, I will have to wait to see the creep scores again. I'm not sure how everyone else is doing.
Yeah, you know, and it is actually funny. Garen has been holding this lane so well against Jarvan. It's kind of freed up Taric to roam. So they've been able to kind of counter that roaming Alistar just a little bit with Taric to do his own roam. However, we haven't been seeing those epic ganks that we've been seeing with Alistar. So he hasn't really been as productive of a roam. I'm glad that Xpecial kind of made a comeback here. We did see kind of that awful play earlier in the day, and Xpecial now is showing that he does know how to play Alistar and he can roam him just fine.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes roam Alistar just doesn't work. It's like roaming Eve. It's really good or it's kind of really bad. And in the other case, he had people that are really hard to gank, like Corki and I think like a Swain or something like that. So he really just didn't have a chance to be good. Now, Malzahar is going to get ganked here. I think the Nocturne is waiting for Andy to stun to jump in, but it won't happen, I don't believe. Yeah, he actually moved back to the tower, and there's even a Taric. I don't know if he's waiting to come flash in and stun also. Probably not, though.
So Annie is denying him here. It looks like Solstar is just kind of dominating that lane. I'd like to see the CS and see how Reginald is holding up, but as it looks right now, Annie is just able to kind of push and keep Reginald off of these creeps and keep him from farming, and I think that that's why they want to gank her so desperately. You keep seeing them hovering around mid. Looks like Nunu is swinging over here into the jungle to check it out.
And look at the farm there. Garen doing really well. Once again, like I said, Malzahar is kind of picking the pace up, and I don't know who that was above him, but he's actually right below Garen in farm, whoever that was. It might be Chaos.
Might be Chaos there on Caitlyn, so I guess.
Whoever that was in the 4th slot there. Okie dokie. So Dan just continuing to pick up jungle buffs. He does have his ultimate as well, and so I think he really wants to find a gank opportunity somewhere on the map. However, it's going to be difficult for him to find that with 2 roaming characters. And what is going on here? Are you calling me on another call?
I am not calling you on another call.
I think that's Michael trying to call. I'm going to have to put myself on D&D.
Oh.
Okay.
I always hate doing that. You always are reminded when a friend calls you. Then you I always feel like kind of a douche.
Well, I am casting, so I can't really answer that. Sorry. I'll talk to you later, Michael. But anyways, let's take a look here. Down bottom, Garen is continuing to push and pressure this lane continually. And I think the double lift with all the farm that he's getting, he's going to be a really strong presence in this match once people start to group up. And I don't know what items he built. Look at this. Xpecial is going to catch Westeros, or the other way around, sorry. And not anything is going to be coming out of that. Westeros doesn't want to continue fighting that due to the fact that Caitlyn is just around the corner and does have a red buff also. Dan and Sal's here in the middle, and I think Dan is waiting for a gank attempt on Reginald. Don't know if he's going to be able to pull it off because seems like Reginald's playing really safe.
Yeah, he is. He's really hanging back by that turret. They do have a 3-man gank going down here. Reginald has come out just a little bit. If they can get any sort of stun on him, I think they can take him out, but he does retreat back to his tower, and I think that's going to let Taric back like he had wanted to. Now, he might hang out, but I think he's just going to go ahead and back. And
agreed. They actually have, if you notice, there's a red dot where the Nocturne is, so he actually sees that Nocturne is there.
And that would be why he's pulling back. However, I don't know if he knows that Taric is there, unless Taric, showed up in that bush.
He may have
shown up. So he knows that Nocturne is gone.
He may have shown up from that ward that is right there by the dragon area. I'm not sure, though. So here we go. Down bottom, looks like the Rainman and Double Lift are both even there on the level, but Double Lift is farming much better. He's so strong right there. However, the Rainman actually has 3 gold per 5 items. Doesn't even have his boots yet. So that's interesting, and it looks like Double Lift is going to go straight for and this is weird to me, but he's going to go straight for a phage into probably a Frozen Mallet or something.
Yeah, I'm guessing he'll build that into a Frozen Mallet. That is really interesting, though. I guess that he could also be... I mean, the only other thing... Yeah, I'm guessing he's just going to have to go into a Frozen Mallet. I can't imagine...
Yeah, that's a very atypical... But I've never seen anything like that on a Garen, so...
Not a team, but
we'll have to see how it works out for him. I was thinking he might go for more of an armor thing lately, because he wanted to kind of counter the Jarvan and the Caitlyn, but I don't know. I guess we'll see. Now, there's 4 people down in the mid, and guess the Nocturne is in position that he could potentially jump in top of Reginald. But, oh, look at this. The Nunu here might get actually caught. And I don't know, this could be bad if he jumps on this. It's not a good idea because the Alistar is right there. You probably didn't know that, but he is.
Yeah, and I don't think they are going to engage here. I think they're just going to kind of wait for one of them to roam back past. They're all kind of traveling.
There's some pinging. They want something to happen here, but they're going to have to be careful.
4 of them there. In fact, all 5 of them are there, which is kind of interesting. They have left top lane open for this Caitlyn to push, and that I don't necessarily think that's a good choice.
Yeah, there's about 1 or 2 creep waves from what I can tell. Maybe just 1 creep wave there. Caitlyn's going to go ahead and put a lot of pressure on that top tower. Vayne's going to try and get back up there as soon as possible to defend that. And here we go. There's the ultimate onto the Rain Man. Not the best target if you ask me. There is a flash, though. He wants to get away and be safe. Not even necessary, I don't think. Double Lift is going to go ahead and tank this tower for a few hits. Oh, look at this! There's a stun net! Perfect timing for Reginald getting dead inside of the tower range. Wow, perfect. Very good job by him. And that's going to even, or actually I think that's like 1 and 3 now for the score. And they're probably going to continue pushing this lane down bottom. They did take the top tower, Caitlyn does. And so Team Solomid continuing to get a huge advantage from that. I'm pretty sure if they can take this bottom tower. I don't know if they're actually able to take it though. Double F will probably just spin to win here and take all these creeps out.
Yep, he will. And it looks like Dragon has just come up, so Solomid's going to go ahead and grab Dragon as well. You know, I actually am not agreeing with that play by EG. I don't know why they got so greedy there in that jungle. I think that Annie really wanted to using her burst right now. I think she's thinking, you know, I'm really strong. I'm really able to stop anyone from doing anything. Let's go ahead and get a gank down and get some of these kills up, but I think that engaging there on that Alistar and Nunu was pretty silly there bottom with Nocturne using his ult, and they ended up losing several of their players because of it, and the towers, so or at least they lost the Nocturne anyway. It looks like there is some action going down bottom. They're trying to protect that tower.
Oh, here's going to be a stun on the Chaos. So he flashed out of it, but Dyrus was able to get the stun off anyways. And then Salts comes in. I don't know if yeah, he's definitely going to be able to finish this off. Dyrus is taking a lot of damage, though. Chaos can technically turn around and maybe do some damage to him. Oh, wow. If he was able to shoot off a Q or something of that nature, then he might have actually been able to kill Dyrus with that Oracles. And look how far Dyrus is pushed back here. And I think that they're going to come look for him, but he's going to get away. There is no way that they catch him in time. And so, yeah, he's good. He actually, did you see what he did? He actually flashed over the wall knowing that somebody would probably come for him. That's really funny.
Yeah, that was actually really, really smart. He flashed over the wall and went and backed right there out of turret sight, kind of there right by the wall. It's kind of a weird way to walk back to the lane, and I think that he knew that nobody would kind of go that way, so he was able to get out of there no problem. But well played.
Yeah, so he didn't want to lose his oracles, and that's the reason he decided to waste his flash for the reason. Look at Reginald trying to come in here. I don't know. I'm pretty sure he may have his ult up now, so he's going to continue chasing down Westwise. And yeah, here comes the knock into the wall, and Westwise, there's no way he's going to get out of that. Boom! Reginald cutting him in half with that Q spell. Westwise is down again. Poor kid is just getting shut down all day, and it looks like the Alistar is doing pretty decent here. He's got a gold per 5 ×2 with a little bit of armor and some regen. Dan picking up the blue buff there, and having an Oracles in his inventory, so he's getting ready to pop that if the Taric does die. I don't think he wants to use it yet, though. He's just going to hold on to it for now.
Yeah, it's kind of as a security thing. He's just got it in his inventory. He's just going to wait and see if it's needed, and then he'll go ahead and pop it when that time comes. But he doesn't want to waste the gold right now. So he doesn't want to, like you said, he doesn't want to use that until it's absolutely necessary, which it isn't right now because Taric does have one.
Yeah, I agree. And so this game has actually been pretty exciting so far because Alistar's ganks have been amazing, and I believe that he's actually carrying the game right now.
You know, I actually totally agree with you there. I think that it's because of this wonderful play by this roam Alistar that we've been able to get these great key ganks off, and it's really helped Solomid kind of pull ahead. I'm actually really proud of Xpecial here for kind of coming out and doing his best to push back this team here. It's very well played.
Okay, so let's look at this farm really quick if we can. Caitlyn actually doing really well for TSM, and then Jaren still the top farm from having such an easy time on bottom. Nocturne actually pulling ahead as the number 2 there. Nocturne farms so well, and when he gets strong, he is strong. Oh, look at this big dive onto Dyrus here. Dyrus taking a lot of damage. He is done out of there, getting killed by the odd one, and the other one's going to put a full ultimate onto Annie. She took a ton of burst damage. Oh my god! Nice jump on Westwise, taking that damage for Dana, but he's still going to die to the Rain Man anyways, and the Rain Man may actually try and... No, never mind. He's going to die with Westwise. He does flash out of there. So, wow. Pretty wild fight overall. 3 people dead for EG, and I believe only 1 person dies. on Team Solomid. Look at Garen.
Yeah, they did get Reginald, so they did get that. I think he had a kill bonus, so they were able to kind of pick up that kill bonus. Doublelift might get caught here. He's trying to come back into the fight, but just bad timing.
Yeah.
He does manage to spin away, I'm guessing, and they're unable to catch him, so he's just going to head on top there, probably clear that. No, it looks like he's just going to be safe and be right there in that bush.
So, pretty good. I think go ahead.
Well,
you see that? He just pushed the creep over the wall. He was like, get over there. Nice.
I actually had a friend of mine that he was trying to help me get blue buff, and he pushed blue buff over the wall.
And, that'd be
reset.
terrifyingly annoying.
Yeah, I was pretty annoyed, but we were able to pick it up anyway. So it looks like Alistar and Caitlyn are going up here to push back that farm, coming to their turret. Oh, Alistar does run into Vayne there, but she backs right off as soon as she sees him.
And there's a ping going on to Baron. Not sure if they're actually talking about Alistar or if they just want to go out there and check it out. So they do have map control. They know that they're not doing Baron, obviously, but I think they want everyone to kind of group up around. Oh no! He could be getting caught by Nunu and by Reginald, and here comes Alistar to actually do a lot of damage to him as well. Doublelift's going to try and spin out there, but I think he's going to be in big trouble. South's actually there waiting to put down an ultimate, and South could actually be in trouble now. Doublelift does die to Reginald's dot, and Annie's able to flash over the wall and get away. And she actually uses her ghost as well, so double summoners down, and also, okay!
Oh, such nasty damage there coming from that Caitlyn.
What was weird to me is the fact that she did it in the first place. I don't know why. I mean, maybe just to harass and put some pressure down, but other than that, it was not like she was low health or anything.
It wasn't necessarily needed. I wonder if she was just kind of, like you said, harassed, maybe testing exactly how much damage she does do to that Annie.
Maybe.
I
don't know, I guess.
I don't know. So yeah, we do have Salsa's just going to sit here and farm up. I was saying that it really looks as if this game is kind of snowballed into a game for Solomid. Dyer's just trapped there in that Jarvanol. Poor thing,
he's going to go down. So this game is probably going to go to Team Solomid. As I've discussed before, the 3-tower advantage, whereas the other team doesn't have a tower. And not only that, but they're actually down a lot of kills at this point. They can probably pick up Baron very soon also. Basically, TSM has the pacing of this game in their favor. They can do pretty much whatever they want at this point. Since they have all of their towers up, they are safe to fall back to those towers at any point. And they can also push anywhere on the map. So, I don't know. I think that they have a very strong lead.
Yeah, they do, definitely. There's a ping going down here on Dragon. It just barely came up, and they know it came up. This could be an interesting... It looks like they've got a 3v3 going on down here at Dragon. EG is just going to try to protect it a little bit. They did throw down the CV to prevent it. He looks like Nocturne has popped his Oracle, and he's just going to take out that ward. Garen is just peeing a lot there because he's got someone caught, he says. I think he wanted some help here, but the others weren't coming.
Doublelift is just crazy, man. He's running now. I'm going to 1v3 you guys. What's up? So they're going to go ahead and pick up this dragon. That's at least one good thing for them, having that dragon. Now, West Rice, let's see. Vayne gets strong around the time that she's able to pick up either a Infinity Edge or a Bloodthirster and the Zill. And that's when she gets really tough to deal with, especially if she's not focused correctly. But I don't know if they're going to actually let them get to that point. They're already so far behind that, and let's see, Nocturne's not even very strong. It doesn't even have his boots level 2 yet. Just has a wriggle, so I don't know. I mean, it's going to be difficult to come back from this, and I'm sure that Chaos has already got, look at that. So there we go, Bloodthirster, 3 Doran's Blades, and boots 2 with a magic null, or null mana, or Negatron, or whatever you want to call it. Magic resist. She's got magic resist. 48 magic resist.
Yeah, she does have does have that a little bit of survivability to prevent herself from being completely bursted down there by that Annie. Oh, and face checking a bush here, Doublelift.
Whoa! Look at the damage going down. Boom! He's melted. See ya. Welcome to the void.
Yeah, and that, kids, is why we do not face check bushes, even if you're Garen.
Yeah, Garen. You know, you don't want to face check against the Garen, but Garen can't actually face check himself. You need to be in the bush already, Garen. You can't go into the bush. You just gotta be the bush.
Blood and guts of the ward all over his face there. And there was another zoom from Freak for those of you playing the game.
Oh my goodness. So here we go. Just one kill after another. Team Solomid pushing ahead, and I think that there's either going to be a surrender here pretty soon, or they're just going to kind of let it happen. Take it like a man.
Yeah, you know, it's kind of interesting. This really doesn't seem... EG just doesn't seem nearly as strong. Like, even in the CLG games, they were very, very close games with Solomid. And EG just doesn't... It just doesn't seem that they're on the same caliber as these players. I mean, we saw them play so well yesterday. And but Solomid is really just kind of stomping all over them.
They have stepped their game up, I will say. They really want to win this. I think that there's this thing where Rich... Look at he's doing that all day long. He continues to do that. He's like, I'm going to harass with my ultimate. Now, it's not necessarily a bad thing to do, because Caitlyn, it's hard for her to actually use that as extra damage during a fight. Now, I'd rather see her initiate with it, rather than, oh, I'm going to shoot you and then run away. So... I think she's just kind of trolling right now.
But she does. I think it's kind of a low cooldown, so she's able to just. I mean, I guess it's like a mediocre cooldown, but either way, she's able to kind of spam it a little bit. I think she knows it's going to be up before their next team fight, so she was just kind of getting it out. Take some harass. If you weren't going to go back and heal, maybe you should now. Kind of an idea. So, I mean, I don't know. I can't really think of any other particular reason to be ulting there, but hey, she can do what she feels like, I suppose.
Exactly.
Looks like they're all just going to try to kind of turtle up and farm. We do have Annie is pulling ahead of the Malzahar there in farm, and then you've got Caitlyn just with tons of farm there to support Malzahar. Only 158 from Garen. He has lost his top spot now, but 173 from Vayne. So that Caitlyn does have more farm than everyone, but in general, EG is better farmed.
He's doing really well on farm for sure because, well, I mean, he had a really good job down bottom, just basically free farming as much as he wanted to. Anyways.
Yeah, he definitely had out farmed that Jarvan. So looks like they're now getting ready. I think that TSM would like to get a Baron, so they're kind of setting this up for Baron. Nunu actually walked right past that ward. I don't know if you noticed that. He does have an Oracle, but he didn't pause long enough to see the ward in the bush. So.
Anyhow, I think that we'll probably see some setup for Baron pretty soon. And, oh, look at West Rice. What is he doing? He's trying to die to his turrets. Yeah, I think he should be fine. He flashes to die to the turrets. Yeah. That's what you need to do. Flashes to the turrets. You go, Flash. Oh, look, he's actually going to try and teleport out. Oh, here comes Nocturne. He's going to get the kill if he gets it. Whoa! That was so cool! Oh my god, dude! Excuse my language. Sorry, that was insane.
Really play that.
What?
I want to play that video with the guy who's singing the tra la 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 tra la 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 la.
Yeah, dude, I need to make a highlight of that. That was insane. And you know why Nocturne popped his ultimate is because if she would have died to the turret, then Nocturne actually would have got that kill. Mm-hmm. Because of the well, just because of the ultimate, it counts as credit for the kill.
Yep.
That was really funny. I have to give West Rice credit. That was smart.
Credit there. That was very, very smart. And Alistar, I think, just saw his hopes and dreams flash before his eyes. Almost had her in his grasp, and then she teleported out.
I think she saw her life flash before her eyes because that's literally what happened. He flashed in. He said, and if he went in slow motion, just big cow with his hands coming out and whoop, phase out.
And safety.
And I'm good.
No bull, no horns. I'm out. Double Lift here is kind of putting himself in a bad position. I don't think he realizes he's got the whole of Solomid about to close in on him here.
Oh, poor Dyrus, only level 9. If he gets focused here, he's just using his stun to get away. Oh my goodness, I think those 4 Dorans, man, look at that. He's all blue up there. I mean, he's got except for his thumb, he's pretty much good to go on that hand.
Yes, he is. Yes, he is.
Caitlyn here holding 3 swords at the same time, and then 1 big one. So she probably got, like one sword and 1 hand, and then like possibly 1 in her pocket, maybe 1 on her back. And
she's got 1 in her boot. She definitely has to have 1 in her boot.
Vayne here, right? She's gonna be going mining soon. She's looking for the diamond so she can craft that diamond sword.
Yeah, exactly.
And here comes the Baron fight. with the Epic Baron. You know, this is the top raid boss in the game right now, and if they do this, it's going to drop some epic loot from what I hear.
What I hear it does. Not only does it drop some epic loot with some gold. Oh, they are going to have an initiate there from
here's the initiate with the weird Caitlyn ultimate, and especially he's taking a lot of damage, but he did pop his ultimate, so it'll be fine. And rest-wise, oh man, look at all the damage rest-wise is putting down. I think he almost kills. Here he's going to get special. Boom! Especially gets blown up.
Point out, they are going to lose this match, but that was actually some very well played by Dyrus there on Tarek. He was able to flash out. I thought he was dead for sure. He got Malzahar ulted. He was stuck in that Nunu ult. He was able to flash out of the Nunu ult right before it was exploded, even though he had only maybe like 1.5 bars of health. He was able to throw a heal on himself, help take out that the kill there, and yeah, now.
Double up coming in. He's like, I'm gonna take you guys out. I am Garen Demacia. Oh, dude, he just took the Reginald and got him. Is he gonna get away? No, he's not gonna get away. Oh my God, is he gonna get away? Oh my God, you got to be kidding me. Double Lift is a freaking boss, man. So good. Runs in, stops their Baron, and kills Reginald and runs away like a boss. Holy crap, dude. This game is more epic than I can even imagine.
Well played, sir.
Wow, dude. Just get trolled, man. Just
actually wanted to touch on this double lift kid, and look at him now. He's just down there farming up creeps, healing up all by himself. I don't care about you guys. I'm Garen.
Oh, Demacia, dude. The pride of Demacia incoming. Jesus.
So EG does go ahead and pick up that dragon. As you said, Double Lift was able to prevent them from doing Baron. He was able to pick off Reginald and then escape with just a couple bars of health, go down, heal up, and now he's still farming up. And well played by Double Lift. Real MVP at that moment.
MVP. Now, while TSM is so far ahead, if any more crazy things like that happen, it's possible slightly that EG could come back from this. Like if they win a fight or something and they push down a couple of towers, that could put them back ahead, or not necessarily ahead, but like back in the game.
Well, we saw that with the CLG game. All it takes really is a couple of one team fights. If EG can really get some good positioning here and they can push through some of these team fights and come out ahead, they could actually be a lot more in the game. Interesting. I actually hope that Dandin doesn't stay there to meet up with this whole team. There we go. They do know he's there, and I think they are going to try to catch him out of position. They know that he just passed his ward, and they're trying to cut him off from the team there. He is going to go the safe way and return to that top tower, as opposed to trying to join up with his team here. So
TSM is going to power push this tower down, and they're not going to be able to stop that at all. And so here we go. Westeros actually does have that Infinity Edge and a Sheen, which is not really the best choice in my opinion, but I guess, I mean, she has really low base damage. I don't like the Sheen. I tried it out a few times on her, but it's decent for a bit of burst early game, but she picked it up after her other items, so I'm not really sure what's going on.
That's kind of interesting. So Solomid is going to go back here. They're checking for another ward real quick, and they're going to try again for this Baron. I think that EG is going to kind of gather up.
Wow, Reginald just took almost half his HP for Baron there, just walking.
Wow, he did.
Yeah, he's nuts. So they're not going to do Baron. Seeing as how that is very risky with all of EG up, they could potentially come back and win that game if they were able to stop that Baron. So instead, what Solomid's going to do is probably sneak around bottom and destroy that tower. They do have a pretty good creep wave incoming as well, and I think possibly EG could see this coming. Yeah. There we go. So here goes the tower. It only had like 2 or 3 hits on it. They're going to go ahead and take the inhibitor as well. Oh my God, look at Reginald. He actually picks up Dyrus. Wow. Where did that even come from? I didn't even see him there.
He just kind of walked right into that one. Tarek just minding his own business, walking through his own jungle, and Malzahar just jumping right out there with the ulti in the pool, and he's going to drop in no time flat.
Oh my gosh. That's pretty hilarious, actually. So there we go, getting the inhibitor. Not only the inhibitor, but taking out Dyrus, and they could possibly go up for Baron as well. I don't know if they're gonna want to do that. Dyrus is actually pretty soon. Look, he's only level 10, so it doesn't take him long to come back from a death like that.
There's a big push of minions going up their top. I don't know how much of the tower they got down, but they did have quite a large wave there before the red wave was able to show up. I bet they got it down maybe a quarter or so. I'm not sure if they've done any more pushing to it, but there was a little bit of pressure at their top lane just from the minions, so that's always important to push.
Yeah, then the creeps are actually going to naturally push on their own. Now that the inhibitor is down, that does give all of the other creeps extra HP on TSM's side, so they don't even have to naturally push those on their own. They'll just do it. So at this point, they're probably going to go ahead and finish up their own jungle, pick up some buffs for themselves, try and secure map control over the Baron. There are a couple of wards for them to take out, but once that vision goes dark for EG, they could potentially lose this Baron, and that might be the end of the game for them if they push through to the end.
Yeah, I agree, and they are, like you said, they just secured kind of map control right there around the Baron area. I think Vayne is getting herself kind of out of position right there. She's, if they were to come forward and see her, that would really spell her demise. It looks like they're not going to engage.
What needs to happen in a team fight is you're going to have West Rice really stay back and wait for the... Oh, goodness, look at that. Boom! Half HP from that ultimate. Good gosh, man, they're really going to come for West Rice. Oh, nice! Redman actually does the ultimate and gets on top of him and puts in the ignite. I don't know if he's going to be able to kill her, but gosh, that was a lot of damage going down. And if she was not able to flash out of that ultimate, she would have definitely been destroyed quickly. Chaos going to catch Salts here, and Reginald was not quick enough on his ultimate. Jesus!
Able to just escape there, and they didn't even bother chasing him. I think they're taking this advantage. They've made West Rice go back to heal. They took Salts there to half health, and they're going to take this time to go try to pick up the Baron.
Yeah, I definitely think this Baron's going to go down quickly. They have the Void Zone down from Malzahar. That's going to help out to take that out quickly. There's no vision on it. From what I can tell. Oh, actually, yeah, they just did a CV.
They could see it. They do have a CV.
All right, this is going to be able to better pick this up very quickly. They do pick it up just in time to turn around, take out Dan Dan. There's no way Dan is going to away from this, and Chaos does pick up the kill, and they're going to continue chasing out. They're not going to pick up any more kills from that. However, that's going to allow Team Solomid to really take the advantage. They're probably going to push down this mid tower, most likely, and the minions actually just push the top tower down. Wait, I thought top tower was already down.
I don't remember actually seeing it down, so...
Whatever. Anyhow, the minions are going to continue pushing top lane on their own. They do take mid tower and the inhibitor. That's 2 inhibitors down, and they're going to just move right on to the top lane and swiftly finish off the next inhibitor. Let's see. Nocturne will be up shortly. I don't know if they can defend this, though. These guys are really strong right now.
Yeah, they definitely are, and you know, I really think they probably could have still pushed against them and gotten a good, but they don't want to risk losing a team fight at this point. They want to lose that Baron. They don't want to lose the lead they've got. So TSM is just going to play it real safe. They don't really need to. They're going to go back, buy items, buff up, probably clear out the jungle on both sides, and then go ahead and push into the base and probably for the win.
I agree. So 2 inhibitors down. Nothing that EG can do except for sit here and farm themselves up. And, man, Dan is so far behind. What happened to him? He's only level 13 on Nocturne. You can't get behind. Like, that's, I mean, he's one of those, he's like a carry in a sense.
You know, I'm going to be honest with you. We've seen a lot of Nocturne play this game, and I don't think I've seen him win any of
Nocturne, I feel like Nocturne is a really strong champion, but he has to literally, like, solo farm. He's almost like a carry. Like, he needs to be a solo lane champion in a sense.
Yeah, I mean, he has to get a lot of them. Well, and I think he's just a little bit too squishy for the role he has to play. He's got to get right in there to get some of that hard damage on with his auto attacks, and he's pretty squishy all in all. So if you don't build some solid tank items on him, he's just going to be taken out really fast as soon as he gets into that fight. So I think it's like you said, he needs to get solo farmed, he needs to get strong, he needs to get those items, and he needs to have a lot of team support that can help him as he gets right into the fray.
I agree.
And it looks like they have cut off Double Lift here. Alistair is going to push him back, but they're not chasing him, so they're just going to go ahead and push into the base. Double Lift's going to try to back there and get up back to the base as fast as possible to try to push them out.
Okay, so TSM probably feeling really good about themselves right now. Going to go ahead and pick up the #1 spot in the tournament. Very strong team overall. And I have to definitely give them credit. They played extremely well. Now, while EG also did play well, they did beat TSM earlier. However, it just feels like TSM really pulled out the A game for this matchup here. Look at this. Did somebody just flash? Did Alistair just flash, or am I just going crazy?
I didn't notice.
Oh, very good job. Did you see Dan? He actually blocked the Caitlyn ult by using his passive, or not his passive, but his active.
His, that shield, yep.
Yeah, his active from his shield. Here we go. Look at this engage on West Rice. West Rice is in huge trouble right now. Gonna definitely die to that ignite. Maybe. And Reginald's getting focused.
Get away.
Dan going into him, but not going to be able to pick up the kill. Dan going down really quickly. He's very low health. Double F definitely going to die as well. And Reginald, let's see. Reginald, is he dead?
He was able. No, he is alive.
No, there he is. Yeah, he's low.
Out, very, very low HP. So, oh!
Ouch! Westrise jumps in with his ultimate sneaky mode and does take out Reginald, but the game is over. And so here we have it. For the North American champions, we have Team Solomid, and they are all going to be going to DreamHack, of course. And then EG taking the second spot, and CLG at seed number 3 for the tournament. What an epic weekend! My goodness.
Yeah, lots and lots of fun games, really, really high-level play. We've seen great team combinations, whether with the traditional, we've seen some of the EU-style play, we've seen some of the, completely unconventional styles with team comp, and it's very, very interesting games, well played all around. It's been a great weekend, been a fun weekend.
So much fun overall, and I'm going to go ahead and end the recording, go to a commercial, and then we can come back and maybe just kind of mess around for a little bit and before we are done for the day or night.